Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another account review in Summoner's War. Before I start this review, I'm going to be saying this now in every video because I just get too many comments regarding it. Although it does make my comment count go up on my videos, I guess it's a little redundant. If you guys want an account review, please join my Patreon. Guardian and up Patreons can request account reviews. There is a few that is waiting in line. The list is on my Discord, so if you guys do request it, your name will be on that list. It's a channel, and then you guys can see when you guys are on the top of that. If you guys want account improvements, join my Discord again and fill out the Google form. The list is huge for that, and I do not have that public as it does have email addresses on it. So I will contact you once you guys are on the top, verify you are still interested. Now, I am on a global account, and I am seeing a lot of these accounts recently as it feels like there are people coming back into the game. And I'm very happy for that. I know that Summoner's War is technically a dying game. Although a lot of people don't want to admit it, I do believe it's dying. It's a very niche game, so it's saddening to me as well. However, there's still life to it. I'm not saying it's going to die within the next year or two because people have been saying it for the past 4 or 5 years and it's still going decently strong. But the truth is, it is dying, and it makes me happy to see these type of accounts looking like they're coming back. I think we've seen people with multiple accounts. That can't be a negative thing to the game, right? Although I do think the burnout is a little quicker with multiple accounts. I think focusing on one account is much better. I just want to let accounts like this know, and for people that are watching, if you're thinking of coming back to the game or even picking up the game, that it is really easy to improve with all these stuff that Com2uS have brought up till this point. Now, we have to give them some credit there. It definitely got a lot easier to go up to a certain point in the game. I think after a few months, you should be easily playing in G1 Siege, maybe even P1 Arena, and Conqueror level RTA. And I think you could do that within a few months starting a new account because the game just gives you so many resources now. You guys might disagree, but that's what I think. Obviously, your box might matter. It matters a lot, technically, right? Because I think for certain parts of the game, especially if you don't have like fast, swift runes, I think Leo teams are very strong in Arena. So yes, it is very box reliant. However, I also think that the game is now giving you a lot of scrolls as well, as scrolls are also resources. So the chance of you guys getting a decent unit is also pretty high. You guys could disagree, but that's just my opinion. I still love the game. I'm spending less on the game though, so I'm definitely not one of those people that are keeping the game alive. I give them props for that. Thank you for that. But I did reduce my spending on it as, again, the game gives you so much. Like if I don't play actively for a couple weeks, when I say don't play, I mean farming, I could accrue a good amount of crystals where then I can farm for a few weeks actively. Anyhow, I was off my topic a little. Let's get into this review. I have no clue how to pronounce that account name, so I'm just gonna let you guys see his profile. He has 2 LD5s, one being Wedgeat. Great LD5 in my opinion still. Yes, it's not the G3 RTA level LD5. Obviously at that point, probably rune quality matters a lot as well, but we have to all agree that Wedgeat is not a strong first pick for G2, G3 players, but still a great RTA unit. This girl right here that I actually never got to play with recently, or actually till this time. I want to play with her, but I want to play with it with some decent rune quality. I don't know if this account has it. We'll check it out through swap, but I already know what this account needs to focus on, so let's go through this quickly. His best arena record was F3, so that tells us a lot. It definitely brings our expectation down a good amount because getting Conquer is no longer a feat. Maybe 5-6 years back, maybe even getting Conquer was a challenge, but now getting Conquer, pretty easy. I do think Arena is a good indicator to tell if the game is doing well, and it shows a lot in global server. If your Arena is not that hard, even after the update, you know, there was a spark of light when the update you know, when they gave out the LD scrolls, where Arena was difficult. It is still a lot more difficult now compared to it before, but I was able to get G3 with only, what, 50 attacks last rush. So I think that says something. I don't think by any means my account is OP. So unlike Europe server, I think global server and relatively all the other servers are struggling with active players. So let's just leave it at that. World Arena, F3 as well, pretty low. And Siege, G1, which I'm kind of questioning with this type of record. We'll have to check out his Siege rank once we go into it. But he wants to focus in Siege the most. So we'll check that out. He's probably doing all the dungeons of his heart. Great. And the artifact dungeons, great. No need to talk about that. Now, he does need to work on Solo R5. He does have a BGR5 team. That's great. Meaning he's probably running Solo R5, or he can. I want him to focus on that. And you'll know that once we see swap. Okay, so we are in swap. I am going to go to his runes. He has a total of 2,000 runes. Not a whole lot, but okay. I know that the efficiency isn't going to be too great. We're just going to look at 6 stars, level 12 to 15. 1,500 runes. Wow. A lot of runes that are not powered up, or they're not 6 stars. Efficiency wise, I have a feeling that there's going to be less than 10. That's over 110%. There's 3. 100%. 100% and up, 36. And then 90% and up, please be like in the 300s. 236. Okay, it's not as bad. Actually, it should be 200 because we should get rid of the 100 to 110. Yeah, 200. So 10% of his runes, relatively 10%, 12% of his runes are over 90% efficiency. Not that great. Definitely tells us there is a grind issue, seeing that there's a lot that weren't grinded and gemmed. Let's see Swift runes and see how fast they are. A couple of 27s, a 26 with a +3, 25, 24. There's only one rune that has a +5, and it's with 21 speed. So I know that his grinds and gems are extremely lacking, and I already made a decision in my head that he needs to focus on R5 and probably raid for Violent. 26, 25 with the +3, 25, 24, 22, 22. Runes aren't the greatest, but we've seen worse, so I'm not going to bash him on that. Just to make the best of what he currently has, I think grinds and gems is the best thing to work on right now. If you look at this, it has 28 speed with a +3. It could be 30 speed with the legend grind. You could put a better gem here. A lot of room for improvement just from grinding and gemming. So I am going to stick to that. Don't have to look at it too closely because I think that really shows you where he's lacking the most. Yeah, see like this one too, 22 speed, 21 speed. They don't have a speed grind at all. I think my point stands. So I think that's all we really want to see here. He has 3 runes over 110%. He has a little over 200 plus runes over 90% efficiency. Assuming that he gets all of these grinded and gemmed with just a hero max, I am pretty sure he's going to see a big improvement in his runes, which will correlate in him having better builds on his box. Okay, back into it. Let's see his box, because he really wants to know how to get better in Siege. That's the most important thing. LD5s, we know that he has Wedgerat and Dorothy, I believe. Yep. Let's see if he has some other core units or fun units. He doesn't have Leah, so that AO is out of the window. How about for Dark? Do you have Dark Siri? Nope. Okay. Yeah, not a whole lot of stuff. Okay, you have Isabel, you have Gemini, you should have Escher. You could make that Siege offense. A lot of people use it. I've seen some of my guildmate use it. So you could use that. Let's look in Wind. Okay, you do have Pyeongchar, you do have Zen, you have Sagar. So I'm looking at RTA as well. You have Tiana, you have Leo. Perfect. I already see all the stuff you need to get a better arena record. You have Hagang, you have Amber, you have Camila. Do you have Juno? No Juno, okay. You do have Chiyu, but no Zeros, no Vanessa. Okay. Then let's see some other stuff. Do you have the water cookies? No. Do you have Triton? Yes. Okay. You have a Tiana. Do you have a Tiana team? Okay, you do have Poseidon. So yes, you do have a Tiana team. You still do have a Tiana team. That's great. You have another speed lead here. Some math. No water Ryu though. No water Ryu though. It's gonna be interesting on how we'll make your defense. But let's go to Arena because I do want to give him small suggestions here and there. I like this defense other than the Wedgeat. I'll take the Wedgeat out. I don't think there's any competition where you're gonna outspeed with the 24 lead, especially with your current rune quality. I will definitely use the Samath. I will do this. There's no runes here though, so you'll have to definitely rune it up. Or get help from me, who knows, because I know that you expressed interest in account improvement. But I'll run this. I actually do like Recon with the buff. Is way too slow though. You have to make sure that these are all decently tuned. It can't be like 50 speed, man. Yeah, it could have like 120. It doesn't have to go right after, but it still needs to have over 100 speed. It's not gonna work. Camila as well. It can't be this slow. This build is a no-no. You can't do this. Please watch my videos. I have made so many videos regarding arena defenses, siege defenses. If you follow it to a certain point, it should still do better than what you currently have. Okay? And obviously, this is not winning, right? Even in F3, you're only getting 29%. Like, okay, that's not like horrible. But the previous week, 25%. In F2, that's pretty bad. For offense, I won't use a whole bunch. Okay, this is fine. I actually think this is okay, but I would use Pungback. Actually, just maybe go with Poseidon, because it allows you to not fully tune your last damage dealer, as Poseidon's skill 3 does reset attack bar. So it could work. So we could leave that. I'll leave that. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. So let's put the two offenses that I'll probably use. So one is definitely the Leo offense. I think you didn't have Christina. Yeah, you don't. So you'll go the Varad route because I know you have Annabelle. I think I also saw Alaya. You have 2 Ambers. There's no reason to have 2 Ambers. Preferably, I'll get rid of one. There's so many things that you're currently missing. So getting a crucial Nat 5 is more beneficial for your account right now. That's what I'll do. It looks like you don't have Alaya. That's really bad because you don't have Amelia either, huh? This is gonna be interesting. I do want a defense buff. You can get it from Wedgeat, but then you don't have a cleanse other than Annabelle, and you really want Annabelle to use skill 3 for the defense break. This is a bummer. I really wanted you to have a second turn team. I guess you can go the less... should we try it with Dorothy? I don't think she does enough damage. Let me know in the comments below if Dorothy does do enough damage after a buff. I know she did change, and after that, I haven't heard so many things about her. I haven't heard people complaining too much. Before, I've heard people complaining all the time and wanting a buff on her. But ever since then, I don't think I've heard as much. So if things have changed, let me know. Maybe he could use Dorothy as a damage dealer. If not, you could use just second turn damage dealer. That's hard. I really want Brad. So I guess you can do this, but it's kind of stupid. It would have been so cool if Dorothy did give defense buff and then skill 3. That'd be crazy. Assuming you did this, you put Galleon, Delphoy here. So you can try this, I guess. and see how much damage Dorothy does. So that's one. It's not the best, I know. The other one will be a second turn dot team with Hey Gang. Did you have Rika? I know you have Amber, but I just want to see if you have enough daughters. Damn, you have like no daughters other than Sath. Huh. No Nora or anything like that too. This is not good. Maybe the second turn team, maybe the second turn dot team is not the way to go. I mean, you could still do it. It's just that you lack strippers. You're only relying on Hey Gang strip, which is not the best. That's why I was hoping that you had a second stripper, which it looks like you currently do not have. A second stripper that does dots and stuff. Oh, maybe this. Gina. Gina could do it. You could try this. But they're all not the optimal builds, optimal comp for you to... that is known to be good. So it's just somewhat usable, but definitely if you pick up the new units, you'll want to replace certain units here. So try those out. Let me know how it goes. But I think they can work, especially getting into Conqueror. It should be no issues. For RTA, let's try to go quick. He's in C1. Awesome. 62% win rate. That is great. He should keep playing. Yes, Chandra, Sagar, Velojewel. Something I will do. I do think your Sagar is really slow though. Interesting. Pretty slow Ethna. Not even 100 crit rate. It's awesome that you're getting this to work. A Swift Will Wedgeat that's practically non-existent in HP. I'm guessing your pick and ban is great. Ooh, that's a fast Hey Gang that's not on Will. How does a Hey Gang will when it's not? How does a Hey Gang work when it's not on Will? I actually don't know how you got C1, but good for you, because these builds are horrendous in my eyes. Hey, that means it could only be better, right? That means it could only be better. Guys, if you are not getting C1 after seeing these builds, there's something wrong with you guys. I have seen some crazy accounts these days. The past week, I've seen a C2 account that had pretty bad rune quality as well. It was really slow. He was playing the second turn game, and I thought he was really smart. And I told him I don't think I could help him to get to C3 because his rune quality was pretty bad. If I picked up this account, yeah, C1 would have been possible, but I wouldn't have guessed this type of builds. I definitely do think I could optimize his builds more, because truthfully, these builds don't look too great, but he got it without my help. He got it with this. Imagine what he could do once these builds are optimized, playing the same type of playstyle. However, that's the thing. He probably has a playstyle, and if I optimize it, then I'll be using different types of units. I will take some out, I'll put some in, and it might not be his playstyle anymore. So there's that problem. Anyhow, good for you. I don't want to really tell you anything. Is everything scaled up? I will just take stuff that are not scaled up. I won't use that. Yeah, just definitely take out stuff that are not scaled up. Try to find something else that could replace the same role, and focus your runes. Yeah, I'll get rid of these. No. So get rid of these 3. I know some of these are not even runed up anyways, so pretty easy to take those out. Let's go to Siege. Okay. So right now he's currently in a I guess it all reset. So he was in a G1 Siege. Perfect. His defenses are non-existent, so maybe we could pick some out for him. That's probably what he wants, but can't really tell because his guild might want him to build certain defenses. It looks like they are going common defenses somewhat, but I'll try to give him a more meta defense dependent on his box, and also some offenses. So we all know that this girl is pretty good, the Dark Siren, if you could get it to work. Everything in the front page doesn't look too usable for Siege defense. Maybe an Escher could be, right? I know that he doesn't have the Dark series, so his only 4-star speed lead he has is Carcano or the Clara. So I do think going a Clara defense is smart. I think it will work. And the problem is, what would you pair it up with? Maybe you could try pairing it up with this girl, but I do think she pairs up better with Carcano, so let's hold that off. What is good for a 4-star defense? This guy is still pretty good. You could get it to work, but I do think it's better to stack that guy. You want some control. The issue is that you don't have too many of that. I would use this chilling, and then you need a damage dealer. Well, I mean, chilling could be a damage dealer, but you want something else that have violent procs and stuff. Damn, there really isn't a whole bunch, huh? You could try the Misty. Cause I don't see a better unit right now. Ooh, maybe you could try this too. Something like this. There's only defense break set up from the Liu Mei though. I wish you had a dark unit like Truffle or the Vritra. I think those would have been really, really nice in your draft or in your comp. But it looks like they're not existent. So you just have to use what you currently have. Yeah, maybe this. I don't know. It's not the best, but with what you have, it's probably the best you could do. Here, I do want to use something like this. I think I'll go Swift and then Vile. So at least you're not going to get... Yeah, you have a less chance of getting outsped. I think if you go first, you have a chance of sniping something off. So I'll do this. I think you have more options in the Nat 5 department, in the Nat 5 tower. So definitely Chandra, Pyeongchul. You don't have Nana, right? Yeah, you don't. So Chandra, Pyeongchul. And here you could actually try using your Dorothy if you want. Yeah, with, you know, destroying their HP and stuff, it could work. And then you could also use your Zen. And sadly, because you are lacking speed lead, I will just use your Mieng. You have to use what you have. There isn't really much. And then probably a fire damage dealer because it is water and then wind. So you want a fire. And it looks like it'll be Rakan or either Tessarion here. Something like that. So these four is definitely something I'll try making and test it out. Something else that could be added. Pretty sure there's another defense that you can make. But at least for now, those are something that I will consider. Okay, you could definitely make something with Kumar too. Also, you could try something with Tessarion. Do you have anything good as a water damage dealer? That's also tanky. I don't want to use Camila, but let's say that you do bring her in. I mean, why don't you have like Kapsu? Kapsu is a free unit. You should definitely build a Kapsu. And if you do, you could add the Kapsu in here and see how that works. Just again, no defense break, so there is a lack of damage there. So you probably want to just try to live through it with your passive heals and then with Destroyer runes. You could even try Liu Mei here, because this does bring in defense break. But everybody here has to be a super tanky. Or you could take the Camila out and put Kapsu here and try things out. But yeah, questionable. But maybe you could squeeze out one more defense. Now for offenses, like I don't know why you're using Wedgeat. Is that your best? Like, do you need Wedgeat's buff really to get all the stacks? Can't you just use this and it will do the same thing? And it has better base speed, it has a better boost. I don't know why you have to use Wedgeat there. Unless you're assuming that you want to use a Nat 5 unit. Oh wait, there's another defense you can add because you have Ophelia. You could have Ophelia, you have Theomars. Yeah, you could go this old school defense. It still works. It's not the best, obviously, but it definitely still works. So these 5 is something that you could definitely make. I'll just go with sniping comps in your level right now, so I will definitely still use this. Yeah, you have a lot of stuff here. Yes, I like this one right here. There are definitely things that you could hit with that. Get rid of this. I think this kind of died out. Okay, you have another one of that, so either or is fine. I think I do like the Tion better because it has a slightly better speed lead. Base speed, sorry. Not a speed lead. Just think base speed. Yeah, 91 to 95. It is slightly better. I will use the... Yup, this with Bernard. Pretty sure it's 2.8. Ooh, shoot, you don't have a Bernard. There's a lot of things that are not 2.8, but I definitely would. Bernard is one of them. But you can't use it. Do you have the Wind Cookie? You don't have the Wind Cookie either. Man, you're missing a lot of stuff. Okay, so at least the other one that I talked about with Escher. So this is a pretty common offense that you could use, and I'm pretty sure it's extremely effective in lower level. I guess I'll leave that. I don't know how you're using it. Okay, this is still usable. I don't like this one really because you have already a couple of Lucian stuff. You don't need too many of that. You have Leo, right? Did you have Faye? You don't have the Fire Unicorn either. Man, there's a lot of things lacking. So if you want another double snipe, Claire could work too. But you do need a attack buffer, so there you go. There, and then you probably want your other Covenant that you use. So this is a strong one too, because attack lead, attack buff, and then 2 snipes. That's very strong too. This can work as well. This is lackluster. Anything else? Oh yeah, you could definitely do this. Do you have a healer here? Luis, you do, okay. But the problem is you don't have a daughter. Because you do want a daughter here as a damage dealer. What would be good here? You know what? I think this guy could work just as well. More stuns, more dots. I think this guy's good. So you could try that. I think that's the best I could do. If you guys see anything else, let me know. Put it in the comment below so that this account owner knows what other things that he could build. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, no. He doesn't have... Well, I use this against Pyeongchars. It might not work for you, but it works well for me. So you could try using it. I know it's not the safest, but it works for me, guys. It works for me most of the time, 90%. So I will put that, but just letting you know, there is a tendency of failing. I also have another weird team with Savannah and this guy, but this girl, Layla, but I know it could fail sometimes, so I'm not going to give you that. Did you have Diana? Because there is the Eladriel, Leo, Diana that I use, but it looks like you don't have Diana, so I'm going to hold off on that as well. That was it for this review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want account reviews like this, please join my Patreon. Guardian and up Patrons get account reviews. If you guys want account improvements, join my Discord, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.